Welcome to my ultimate career guide to the top 10 leading jobs if you're considering a job in the fashion industry. Now, in no particular order, whether you're dreaming of working backstage at Fashion Week or creating a clothing line, this video will give you an unbiased glimpse into the diverse opportunities available within fashion. So let's take a dive in. Now, I started off this video saying that this video is going to be unbiased, but really and truly guys, the top role within the fashion industry is being a fashion designer. Speaking as one myself, I can tell you how great the role is. Now, being a fashion designer, you'll be responsible for creating unique and trend-setting clothes. From sketching to fabric selection, this job allows you to unleash your creativity and bring your vision to life. Now, being a fashion designer isn't all about making money. You might want to be one of those fashion designers that create such elaborate pieces that never sell, and that's fine. Alternatively, if you're driven by money, then you can create the most commercially viable pieces and make as much money until your heart's content. Next is the fashion stylist. Now, I realized quite later on in my career the importance of a stylist, and part of this was down to being a bit of a cheapskate and not wanting to hire more people when I did shoots. But to sum it up, a stylist will glue together all the different roles, all the different facets of your ideas to make sure you have an amazing portfolio of images when you do a photo shoot. Now, if you've got an eye for fashion, being a stylist could be for you. A stylist curates outfits for photo shoots, fashion shows, and celebrities. From selecting clothing to accessories to coordinating looks, this job involves creating stunning visuals that perfectly capture the essence of a brand or an individual. Next is the fashion photographer. And for those of you that have been following my journey, I've recently taken the bold step of deciding to do the photography for my own brand. Now, I've only been able to make this decision because for the past 20 years, I've been working alongside some incredible photographers that have taught me the tips and tricks to achieving high fashion images. So to sum it up, being a fashion photographer means capturing the beauty and creativity of fashion through your lens. Now, you work with models, designers, stylists to create captivating images to showcase the clothes and most importantly, evoke an emotion. Next is the fashion buyer role. Now, for those of you that aren't already in the industry, the term buyer can sound quite broad. The fashion buyer is responsible for selecting maybe the latest trends and styles to be sold in either a retail store or a boutique. Now, a fashion buyer doesn't have to be a representative of a large conglomerate. They can actually be the owner of the store, and this is more common when you're dealing with small boutiques. This role requires an understanding of the market trends, consumer preferences, and negotiation skills with designers and suppliers. Next is fashion journalism. So if you have a penchant for writing, and by that I mean, if you like writing guys, then maybe being a fashion journalist is the way to go for you. Now, this role may involve you writing articles on runway shows that you've covered, or designer interviews, or even providing insights into the latest fashion news and trends. Now guys, I know I said I'm not going to do this in any particular order, but I do have to say that the next role is as important as the fashion designer, and that is the fashion seamstress. The fashion seamstress is sometimes known as the dressmaker, the sample machinist, the sewing machinist, or the production machinist. Point is, they all do the same role. If you're anything like me, you've been sewing from a young age and you have a creative spirit. In order to be a great sample or sewing machinist, you need to love your sewing machine. If you're going to sew in the morning, afternoon, or at night, when that sewing machine starts playing up, all that's going to keep you doing it is your love for sewing. Now, depending on how big you want to grow, you can keep your sewing skills just at home, or you can do what I did and go out there and work for some of the most well-known brands in the world. Next is the pattern cutter. Now, unless you've been in the industry, you may not actually know what a pattern cutter does. Pattern cutter creates the blueprint pieces that make any one garment. Normally, these blueprint pieces are done on paper or card, and more often, patterns are being made on digital software, which means they can be sent anywhere in the world in a split second. To be a pattern cutter, you need two main skills. Number one is you need to be relatively good at drawing. Number two, you need to have a decent grasp of maths. Now, if you want to be a more advanced pattern cutter, you can take on the role of a garment technologist who does the quality control of a garment before and after it goes through production. And if you want to get really advanced, you can learn how to grade patterns. And I've got a video link popping up now that explains what grading is all about. Now, if you're comfortable being in front of the camera, like me, being a blogger/influencer could be a career path for you. In today's digital age, the fashion blogger has become a sought after career. Not only can you earn a good living, but also it's another way to express yourself creatively. As a fashion blogger/influencer, it will be your role to create captivating content and share your personal style and provide fashion advice to your audience. Fortunately or not, this role doesn't require you to be outgoing. It just requires you to be engaging in front of the camera. So a role that does require you to be outgoing is fashion PR or public relations. If you want to get a career in fashion PR, there's two things to consider. Number one is you need to build up a network of contacts that you can call upon anytime for anything. Number two is you need to build up a healthy list of clients that are willing to pay you for those contacts. And that's how you make a success of fashion PR. Last but not least is the fashion model. Fortunately, times have moved on, so being a model doesn't just require you to be 5'9" and size 8. Over the years, even the various fashion weeks have seen an array of models from different diverse backgrounds, from colour to size to abilities. Thank you for watching my ultimate career guide to the top 10 leading jobs in the fashion industry. I hope this video will inspire you to pursue your dreams and career goals in fashion. And don't forget, follow the channel, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.